The Yankees walk off Seattle in a 3-2 11-inning game that started with the Yankees getting dominated, absolutely dominated, by a pitcher who came into the game with an ERA over 5. Clay Holmes, the run was charged to Clay Holmes, but Lucas Litke gave up a hit to Abraham Toro that scored a run. The rest of the Yankee bullpen was really good up through the first 9 innings. And then a couple of walks for Gardner and DJ, and a hit by pitch for Anthony Rizzo in the 8th load the bases for the Yankees. Judge with a kind of bad luck sac fly, hit a ball 107 miles an hour off the bat. Absolute missile, but was caught. Got the job done. It was a sac fly. And the Yankees waste an opportunity in the 9th inning, and the game goes to extra innings. In the top of the 10th, J.P. Crawford with a ribby single into right field. 2-1 Seattle on a Chad Green curveball. Curveball that kind of hung, let Crawford speed up his bat, ripped one into right field, then strike him out, throw him out, double play, and Chad got out of the inning after the next batter. Then in the bottom of the inning, the Yankees put runners on first and second. The runner on second was the Manfred runner. Runner on first was DJ LeMahieu. He worked a walk. Then Rizzo took some big hacks and shortened up with 2 strikes, lofted one. Almost looked like it could be a walk-off bloop single, but it hung up, was caught. Gardner almost doubled off, but he was able to make it back in time. Then Judge struck out. He had some massive swings, and Stanton, with a little bloop single the other way, just jam shot, gets the job done. Tie game, 2-2, going into the 11th. Yankee pitcher is Albert Abreu. Has really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. The issue has been command. Can he harness it? And he did this inning. He was a little wild early, got to a 3-2 count on the first batter when Rougned Odor went to the mound, talked to him. There were a total of 3 mound visits this inning. Albert Abreu got a couple of flyouts, and he stranded the runner at second base. 2-2, bottom of the 11th. Gleyber Torres strikes out, or pops out. Gleyber Torres pops out behind second base. Sorry, I'm so used to them striking out in these spots, but pop-outs happen equally as often. And then they intentionally walk Rougned Odor, and Kyle Higashioka misses a home run by just a little bit. Would have been a walk-off 3-run shot, and he just pulls it foul on the hanging slider, and then he strikes out later on another slider. And then Brett Gardner walks up to the plate, first and second, 2 outs. Joey Gallo on second, Rougned Odor on first. Gets to a 1-2 count, or a 2-2 count, 2-strike count, gets a high fastball and just loops it into center field. Joey Gallo comes around to score. Yankees win 3-2. A hard-fought, gritty victory. The Yankee bullpen was insane today. It was a bullpen game. Wandy Peralta was their starting pitcher. And they went 11 innings, allowed a single earned run. The second run was unearned. That was the Manfred runner off of Chad Green. They allowed only 1 earned run all game from the bullpen. Really, really good game from the bullpen. Wandy Peralta started out, looked really good. 1 2/3 innings. Then it was Steven Ridings, looked good again. Didn't have the strikeout numbers, but got some ground balls. Then the 4th inning, it was Joely Rodriguez. Joely Rodriguez looked pretty good, too. Didn't give up a run. Then Clay Holmes, he was charged for a run. He was pulled with a runner on first. And then Litke allowed the run to score. Just good hitting by Abraham Toro. Takes an outside pitch the other way. Then, after that, it was Jonathan Loaizaga, Zach Britton, and Chad Green and Albert Abreu. All looked really good. Chad Green probably wants that one curveball back, but aside from that, really, really good game for the bullpen. And they covered up. They covered up completely, or not completely, but they covered up an incompetent offense tonight. For as lively as they looked later, they were getting runners on base almost every inning in the later innings, but they weren't converting. The only standard time, the only 9-inning run that they got was a sac fly. That was with the bases loaded and nobody out in that inning. They scored 1 run. The offense was really bad, and it was a bad pitcher, or a pitcher that had a bad ERA. Now, he was hitting corners, there were pitches off the plate being called, so he was pitching fairly well, but when the Yankees did get a mistake, and you saw this with Stanton a couple of times, got a fastball just middle in, right in the homer zone. He fouled one off, then he popped one up. Missed 2 mistakes in that at bat. So the Yankees missed some mistakes today, and they had a lot of pop-ups too. Like, there were so many pop-ups, which shows you that they got under balls, and they've done it all year. They have this when they're swinging for the fences, trying to tie the game or go ahead with one swing of the bat, and they miss just enough, and they'll pop it up a lot. And in some cases, I mean, you have no one on base, couple of outs, give it a shot, but when you have runner on second, nobody out in the 11th inning, not necessarily the best time, in a tie game especially, not necessarily the time to try to launch a home run. And, you know, maybe Glaber just got under that ball, but the really, really good bullpen covered up for the offense, not really doing too much today. The game really, like, late in the game had a playoff feel. Like, it was very, very tense late in that game. It felt like every single play, every single at-bat could determine the outcome of the game. It was a really, really gritty, really tense, really good baseball game. So the Yankees take a win in a game where they were being dominated. It was 6 2/3 innings. Didn't give up a run, the Seattle starter, and the Yankees come away with a victory. And the bullpen just held their own. They did not give up. In the offense, they were knocking on the door, and then they finally walked in, finally broke through. Took their first lead of the night in the bottom of the 11th for a 3-2 win. Brett Gardner is the hero tonight. He put together 3 really good at-bats, worked a walk. His first at-bat as a pinch hitter, then the next at-bat, he flied out into center, but I mean, he was battling. He really put together a great at-bat in the bottom of the 9th inning. And then in the 11th inning, he got the hit. So, congratulations to Brett Gardner. Good job, Gardy. Good game, and you've earned yourself a split, at least, against the Seattle team that was breathing down your neck and coming off of winning 2 out of 3 against against Tampa Bay. And another reason this win is big is because the pitching advantage of the next 2 games kind of goes towards Seattle, the starting pitching advantage. So hopefully the Yankee offense can... Hopefully it was just a case of a pitcher who just had good stuff tonight, and the Yankee offense can figure it out and continue their perceived resurgence going forwards. Hopefully they can turn it into a resurgence. But the Yankees win 3-2. Good night, everybody. Let's go, Yankees. You win tomorrow, you win the series. And yeah, you could bury Seattle. You could bury Seattle here. So let's go do that. Go win tomorrow. Go have a good game. Play a good game. But good one tonight. Really, really good one tonight.